بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Alhamdulillah. As a part of our short video series from Alquran Institute, I would like to briefly talk about two books that hold immense significance for every Muslim. The message in this video could potentially transform your life and present you with the chance to turn things around for the better if needed. Please listen attentively. The first book is the Quran, the final revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, providing complete guidance for all of humanity. Many of us have the Quran in our homes, but let me ask you this. Do we read the Quran every day? When we read it, do we truly understand it? Do we know what it asks us to do or avoid in our daily lives? If we don't understand the Quran, how can we fully grasp its guidance? Simply reading translations, watching YouTube videos, or listening to tafsir from third-party sources might help. But none of this can replace the depth of understanding that comes when you truly connect with the Quran by learning the language itself. So, may I remind you once again that the Quran is not just a book, it is your guide. It is the ultimate source of your guidance, showing us how to earn Allah's mercy and protection. It teaches us what to do and what to avoid, and how to navigate life with a heart constantly remembering Allah. When you understand the language of Quran, you connect more deeply with its message and are better equipped to follow the path it lays out. Now let me talk about the second book, one that many people don't even realize that exists, the Book of Deeds. Every individual's actions are recorded in this book. The Book of Deeds given in the right hand symbolizes the record of righteous actions and good deeds. Those who receive this book in their right hand on the day of judgment are considered among the successful and are granted entry to the heaven or Jannah. On the other hand, the Book of Deeds in the left hand represents the record of sinful actions and transgressions. Individuals who receive this book in their left hand face the consequences of their misdeeds and are at risk of punishment of hellfire. This distinction highlights the importance of one's actions and their impact on one's ultimate fate in the hereafter. Unlike the Quran, which guides us, the Book of Deeds is our personal record. It's written every second of our lives without pause or error. It's our book. It's about us. But the book is being written by two honorable angels, Kiraman Katibin. Every action we take, whether good or bad, is meticulously recorded. On the day of judgment, this book will be presented to us with the words from Surah Al-Isra, verse 14. Iqra kitabak, kafa bi nafsika al-yawma alayka hasiban. Read it. Sufficient is yourself against you this day as an accountant. There will be no chance to edit or delete what has been written in that book. But remember, brothers and sisters, you are in control of this book because you control your actions. Every deed you do today, tomorrow, or for the rest of your life will be recorded in that book. If you follow the guidance of the Quran, you can fill your book of deeds with actions that may please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The book of deeds being handed over on the day of judgment is mentioned in many surahs across the Quran. But how many times do you actually stop When you are reciting the Quran, there is something important Allah wants to tell you. Do you stop and think about it? Do you reflect upon that verse? Or do you just continue reciting? Last time when you read Surah Al-Inshiqaq, verse 7 to 12, did you realize what is said in those verses? Let me remind you what Allah wanted to say about the book of deed in those verses. As for he who is given his record in his right hand, he will be judged with an easy account and return to his people with happiness. But as for he who is given his record behind his back, he will cry out for destruction. Brothers and sisters, this is a reminder about the book of deeds, which you may have overlooked, but it is the time now. You should act now. Enough is enough. Make sure your book of deeds reflects the life lived according to the Quran and Sunnah. When you stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment, may Allah hand your book in your right hand, signaling your entry into Jannah. May Allah make our journey of learning the Quran successful and grant us the ultimate reward of being the residents of Jannah. Ameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen.
One request before you go. Al-Quran Institute is a Quranic Dawah and educational institute. We would like to reach others like you. So if you benefited from this video, please share with others, and most importantly, please subscribe our channel and like the videos. Don't forget to watch other video series on Quranic Arabic course. Barakallahu fikum. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم آمين يا رب العالمين.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.